Hello, my fellow Nigerians. Sani, the former federal lawmaker who represented Kaduna Central in the 8th Senate Senator, Shehu Asani, has offered his perspective on President Bola Tinubu's potential re-election bid in 2027. In a recent interview with The Punch in Kaduna State, Sani argued that candidates from the South region should contest the 2027 election, suggesting that the North could then produce the president in 2031. Sani emphasized that the Nigerian constitution grants every citizen the right to contest elections. The right to contest elections, and that this right applies to any region of the country. Sani also pointed out that it would be just for the North to support Tinubu, given the support Tinubu had previously offered the North. He recalled that Tinubu's alliance with former President Muhammad Buhari was instrumental in Buhari's eventual victory after several unsuccessful attempts. The former lawmaker said, "From my point of view, the issue of the 2027 election should be left for the South to contest, whether it is President Bola Tinubu, Peter Obi, or ex-President Goodluck Jonathan, and then the North now has the legitimate right to contest and be allowed to produce the president in 2031. Asiwaju Tinubu is a product of the North and is reciprocal to what he has also done for northern Nigeria. Buhari had contested for the presidency for so long a time, but it was only when he allied with Tinubu that he emerged. So Tinubu took for the North at a time that they needed him most, and it is time for them, the North, to stand for him. After all, when he is done, the North will now have the opportunity to produce a president from the Northeast, Northwest, or North Central. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria guarantees that every Nigerian can contest election. Any region can contest the election. That is what the Constitution says. I believe that the 2027 election should be left to the South to contest, and then the North will now have the legitimate right to contest and be allowed to produce the president in 2031. It is in the interest of national unity and peace that Southern Nigeria be allowed to complete their 8 years in office, and then it will rotate back to the North in 2031. He argued that the North's eagerness to return to power in 2027, as exhibited by some political allies, was driven by personal ambitions rather than the region's interest. Despite Tinubu not winning in key northern states like Kaduna, Kano, and Adamawa in the previous election, Sani expressed confidence in Tinubu's ability to secure his second term without full northern backing if he successfully addresses the pressing issues. He hoped that the political allies in the North would respect the power rotation principle, allowing the South to complete its 8-year term before the presidency rotates back to the North in 2031. Sani reiterated that if Tinubu effectively tackles the challenges in North, in northern Nigeria, no northern elite could prevent his re-election in 2027. The human rights activists suggest that if Tinubu would succeed in addressing the security situation, education, and poverty in northern Nigeria, no northern elite will stop him from getting re-elected in 2027. The desperation to return to power in 2027 by some northern political allies is not in the interest of the North, but simply on personal reason. Having some of them been schemed out, I believe that he will get re-elected. The resentment against Asiwaju Tinubu from the North now stems from the fact that of the economic situation we are facing in the country, and I believe that if that issue is addressed, he will still regain those whom he had lost. He added, my people, what do you suggest? This is what we are talking about. These politicians, to do it, we do another thing. Tomorrow, it's another thing. But well, all we want is that we want Nigeria to move forward. So if they do the needful, there won't be any problem. Like Sani said, as Akwa Ibom governor moves to grant Arewa community 200 million non-interest loan. You see, that is what we are saying. Now, the Akwa Ibom governor want to bribe the Northerners again. See what Sani said. Former Kaduna Senator Sani has praised the Akwa Ibom State Governor for his decision to grant a 200 million naira non-interest loan to the Arewa community residing in the state. Sani commendation came through a statement on his verified Twitter account, where he highlighted the significance of this move, particularly in the current climate of growing hostility towards non-indigenous in various states across Nigeria. Sani emphasized that the gesture from the Akwa Ibom governor stands in the stark contrast to the growing trend of intolerance and discrimination against people who are not considered indigenous to a certain state. He noted that the governor's action is not only commendable but also a crucial step towards fostering true national unity in Nigeria. According to Sani, the way non-indigenous are treated in different parts of the country reveals much about the security of Nigerians' commitment to unity and integration. The decision by the Akwa Ibom State Governor to grant a 200 million non-interest loan to the Arewa community in his state is commendable, Sani wrote. He further added, our attitude to non-indigenous tells the truth about our claim to national unity. Sani's statement reflects a broader concern about the state of inter-ethnic relations in Nigeria, where tensions often arise between indigenous communities and settlers from other regions. By acknowledging and supporting the economic needs of the Arewa community in Akwa Ibom, the governor has taken a significant steps towards promoting inclusivity and economic empowerment, which Sani believes in is essential for building a truly unified nation. My brother, my sisters, you see what we are saying. It's good for these governors, the politicians as a whole, to cooperate and do the needful so that the masses will enjoy. My people, in your comment section, state your opinion and subscribe, share, love, and like. Thanks, and God bless. Amen.